So when we arrive in a crop and we come to do some monitoring to check on what sort of pests or beneficials we have in the crop, the things that we're looking for are not just signs of damage like holes in leaves or distortion from aphids. We want to actually check whether the pest that has caused the damage is still there and whether we require any treatment. And we also want to have a look for the beneficial insects that help to control that pest. So if we bob down in the crop and have a look for some caterpillars or some aphids, at the same time we're also looking for signs of the predators and parasites. With pests, we'd like to look at the eggs because it gives us a bit of a prediction of what's going to happen in the coming week, whether we're going to have more caterpillars hatching from eggs and chewing on the crop. So when we're looking for pest eggs, we also go looking for the eggs of the predators like lacewings, hoverflies and ladybirds. When it comes to aphids, the first sign of a problem is the winged aphid that's flown into the crop. We might start to then see colonies of aphids developing where the winged aphids have started to reproduce in the crop. And we want to look for those same sorts of predators, hoverflies, ladybirds, lacewings. They will lay their eggs in amongst colonies of the food source for their young. So finding some aphids is okay. Let's zoom in and have a look and see whether we can find the eggs of any of the predatory species that might feed on those aphids. The predators will be immediately obvious. The parasites will take a little bit longer to show up because the tiny wasps are difficult to see. We might not see adult wasps until they're there in really high numbers. And the first sign that we usually see of parasitism would be the aphid mummies, those big inflated bronze balls in amongst healthy looking aphids. Once we've seen a few that look parasitised, we can almost assume that many others will be parasitised too, and that it's just going to take another couple of days for us to see that they've been parasitised. So just remember, when you're assessing the level of parasitism, it's probably going to be an underestimate. So I think the most important thing that people need to understand if they want to implement really good integrated pest management in their crops is that you need to be out there having a look at what's going on. You can't make decisions about whether or not a dipel spray is needed, whether or not you should be putting more emphasis into cultural controls, or whether you even want to have a go at releasing some predators or parasites into the crop. You can't make those sorts of decisions without going out there and having a look. And remember not just to look for the pests, but also look for the things that the army of predators and parasites that are out to help you.